Hello everyone, I'm Mathew Wood from Orchards Estates, here again today with one of our Ask the Experts videos. This is a question I regularly get asked by landlords and by tenants, and it really comes into its main at the end of a tenancy when we're talking about deposits. Now that is about what is fair wear and tear. Well, actually, there is no specific definition of what fair wear and tear is, because, for example, if you have a single working person living in a property, what would be fair wear and tear for them will be very different to if you had a house with 5 children in and 3 pets, for example. You would expect more wear and tear, say on carpet and on stairs, halls, landings, etc., to be a bit more with more people. So one of the things we've looked at to enable us to get an accurate representation of this is the Radio, Electrical and Television Retailers Association have produced a document clearly identifying what they consider to be the life expectancy of many of the products and white goods that you may or may not find in a rented property today. So for example, things like tumble dryers, microwave ovens, actually they list the life expectancy of those of only 3 to 6 years. When it comes to dishwashers and washing machines, again, only 3 to 6 years is the life expectancy of a brand new appliance to its life having expired. So for example, if you had a washing machine in a property, the tenant had been in there for 3 years, but the washing machine was 3 years old when they moved in and it got broken, the deposit schemes are likely to say that the value of that is 0 and there will be no amount that could be claimed back. Now, that's for fair wear and tear. Decor, for example, it's usually considered that hall stairs and landing, the fair wear and tear for a decor would be 2 to 3 years. So after 3 years, it would be expected that the property would need redecorating. It'd be unlikely that the deposit schemes would allow the landlord to claim anything back or deduct anything from the deposit for that work that's been done. Another example of this would be something like carpets, for example, where budget carpets only have a life expectancy of 3 to 5 years, and even good quality carpets only 5 to 10 years. So you need to look out for these things. It is something that comes up and can be a bit contentious, but we're always happy to advise on all of the guidelines that have been set out and look at what the deposit arbitration schemes are likely to award or not award. So this really comes down to ensuring that you've got fair, regular property inspections and that they are properly documented, and most essentially you have a proper inventory and schedule of condition conducted by an independent inventory clerk at the beginning of the tenancy. Those two things combined resolve all of these matters very, very easily. So hopefully that gives you a bit more information on what fair wear and tear is, how long appliances, carpets would be deemed to have a life expectancy. I must admit, I was quite surprised when I found out that some of these things are only 3 years. I paid several £100s for a washing machine. I would expect it to last a bit longer than 3 years, but that is what is put out by the Retailers Association. So if you'd like any further help or advice, do not hesitate to get in touch. Contact details are below, or just pick up the phone 01935 277 977, and myself or any one of our lettings team will be happy to have a chat through with you and help you out. Particularly useful if you're thinking about putting appliances into a property, because there are some other regulations that you need to be aware of as well. So get in touch and we'll be happy to help.